So congratulations to BP, who bought my Salerno M4A1 off of eBay. So why don't I just go through here and show the instructions to use the radio, since a lot of people are not familiar with Clark boards and S-Bus and how that works. So this is the radio that's going to come with it, brand new. Turn it on. Press both buttons and you'll see everything light up. You'll see in this corner here, this shows you that the tank is not on, so it's not receiving signal from the tank. So to turn the tank on, just want to show you this quickly. The thing with these Mado hulls is they're really old. They've been out of production for a long time, and I always found, even when they were brand new, the hinges didn't work worth a crap. So basically, this hatch just lifts off. And inside you'll see two buttons. On the left is the power, and on the right is for the smoker. I'm going to turn on the power. And you'll hear the radio made a little buzzing noise. And that says that it's connected. I'll put this hatch back. And you can see that now here. So let's turn this. The way this is set up, the left stick is your turret operation. So rotation left and right. And this is set up, I actually set this one up so it's the realistic Sherman speed. So it's pretty slow, but it's neat. I like it like that. Elevation is up and down. If you hear the clicking, that's the clutch. That means it's at the maximum. And we're going to show you the different gunfire positions. Left one is a machine gun. Right one, and that's these rocker or wheel switches, sorry. Down is a machine gun. And then up is the main gun. And there you saw it recoil. And I was going to explain this. The way the tank is set up, because there's so little room inside, the maximum recoil you get, is when the gun is fully elevated. That gives you the maximum. If you lower the gun down and you fire, you get recoil, but it's not near as long. It just seems to be a little bit shorter. You can also see when I rotate it around here, when you gunfire, as barrel flash. I'll turn this back around. There we go. To turn on the lights, which this tank only has headlights, you pull this switch all the way to the bottom, and then pull this switch all the way to the bottom, and you could probably saw that the headlights are on. Turn on. So again, let me just do the lights again. All the way to the bottom and all the way to the bottom again. Return this to the top. And I'm going to show you what happened there is when I return this switch to the top and I pull this switch all the way down, that's your engine startup. Now, with the Clark boards, the S-Bus, you have to engage the clutch to get it to operate. So what you do is when you push this all the way up, you'll hear a click, the clutch engaging. You'll be able to tell, obviously. All driving is on the right stick. I just have to... Nice part about these radios too is that you can have your reverse switches. So in case you have to reboot the thing, that's going to show you. I now reverse the drive, so now it drives forward. And when you want to go left, push to left, obviously. When you want to go right, you push to right. And using stick control, you can really make this tank crawl. Because of its weight, because it's a full metal lower, it really crawls really, really nice. Yeah. And there's all kinds of on here. You can do trims and endpoints and all that type of stuff too to set it up. So, just shut that off. Shut the motor off so it's quiet again. And for the smoker, this switch you can actually, the smoker will run, and then you can turn it off by using the far left switch. So that will save your smoker when you're out driving around and it's going. All right, so now how to get into this. I'm going to shut the tank down. And you'll hear that signal, which means that the radio isn't receiving signal anymore from the tank, which is fine. And you press both buttons simultaneously, and it shuts the radio off. Now, to get into this tank, there's a couple of things. Because this is a whole bunch of modifications made to it and custom built, the front end, to get it proportionally to be the right length and everything, there's actually a gap. So you remove the camo net, and you can see there's a gap in here, and that lets you access the tank once you remove that. Now, to take off the, I'm going to just back this out a little bit. There we go. To take off the weighting equipment, hold the base of this and wiggle it left and right, and it will come up and out. And same thing with the top. Wiggle it left and right, and it'll come out. All of the antennas in the machine gun are all held on here by magnets, so you can remove those. And the antennas are specific to left and right. Left and right, you just have to play so you get the right ones in the right spot. Machine gun is also magnetic. And this is your Apple for IR battling. And there's your emitter is up here. But you really don't have to touch that to mess around with it. So I'm going to just put a piece of foam behind the screen here to lean the tank on it. So start at the back. The magnetic hold downs on it are pretty strong. So I start at the back, and you start to lift it, and you'll feel that come away. And then you can lift the top, and you can open it up like that. And that will show you the inside. I'm going to show you this battery. This is I just used a Henlong LiPo, but you can use, there's enough space there for a full-sized 7.2 5000 mAh battery as well. And so this will allow you to get in and out to change your battery. So that's what that's for. And what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to start this up too while I have it open. You've got on your right hatch, which still works on the hinge, because you don't open and close that one that much, but that's your volume control. So I'm going to turn this back on again. And this time I'm going to turn the smoker switch on. Turn my radio on. You'll get this message, warning, you got to put all your switches in the upright position. That's easy enough. That's just again a safety feature of the radio. And let's start the motor. Oh, sorry, a battery might be. I find with these, the Henlong, the plug joint is not very reliable. So I switch all my tanks to Dean connectors, but it'll work fine. You just have to find it when it's doing that. So yeah, so you have the receiver here. It's S-bus. What the S-bus means is that there's only one line running in to servo on the receiver, and so that lets it just, instead of having the usual 4 channels plugged in, it just only has one. So there's really no maintenance to do on this, and you're more than welcome to try and get the rear lights to light up if you want, but I just could never figure out how to get them on. But it's a pretty nice layout. Big Mike, my friend, does the 3D stuff. Puts that in there. You can see the smoker's running. I may have to put some fluid in this. Oh, no, it's starting to come. Hasn't been run for a while, so that's probably why it was. So if you have the piece on the back, you can actually see it's pretty cool how the smoke comes out of there. It's really neat to see it when it's running on a field somewhere and you're doing that. Yeah, so inside there's your Clark board, nice custom speaker and a custom speaker mount. This is pretty much straightforward NATO Hemlock. It's got one of my 3D printed recoil and elevation units, but it's a standard Hemlock tilt rotation. And you can see all the magnetic field down here, the front, the middle, and the back. So it's quite strong when it's running. So it looks pretty good. And on my website, or sorry, on my YouTube channel, there is a video of it running around on the field. So that's pretty good. So all in all, that's about it. Turn the power off. Turn the smoker off. That's about it. So, really, best of luck with it. It's an awesome little tank to run around, and it's very unique. And it's kind of neat that it's an actual done to look like a real picture from the Salerno beach landing. So it's pretty cool. As always, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see lots more videos of different tanks.